Being
Would
on
you
planet Earth.
would you space travel?
I would definitely space travel, but only real space travel. I don't want to just go to like, the upper atmosphere and like chill there. I want to do like real stuff. Like I want to spend the next 10 years of my life going across space and then getting to Pluto for no reason. I'm
Oh.
just kidding. I would never do that. That sounds awful.
There are people that it's like their whole lives just to space travel. And
Yeah,
Mars,
it's a lot.
colonize Mars. Mm. Okay, let's see. Okay, put the
So
volumes up.
we are actually live.
Yes, yes, we are.
Oh, it's so exciting. It's interesting.
So I like to do shout outs to the ones watching. I see Tammy is on. Hello, Tammy. Welcome.
Hi, Tammy.
Uh, yeah. Um, let's see. So we'll just give it like a few minutes and then we can go straight into the slides.
That's great. Are they is Tammy able to communicate or anything like that right now?
Yeah,
Say hi?
so she can she's in the Facebook group, so she can definitely like engage and message and like thumbs up and ask us
That's
questions.
great. Well, definitely, Tammy, if you have questions, like definitely ask. We both love answering questions like throughout things like this.
Yeah, we both love to
We
talk.
we are a little bit talkers. So it's gonna work out great.
Yeah. She just wait. You've got your phone with you. Do you want to check the comments as they come through or not? Because she's doing a wave now.
Oh yeah, I can do that too.
Okay. Hey, Alessandra. Thanks so much for joining. So some of these names I remember because I've seen them before. Alessandra. And just drop where you're from, guys. Like, let us know where you're from. Hello, Pamela. Welcome. Mm. So Nell said she's joining.
That's great.
Iowa. Tammy's from Iowa.
Oh, Iowa. Um,
Mm. It's so
where have
far
I
away.
been in Iowa? So
Um,
I've been to Des Moines. My dad used to. I couldn't remember where it was, but my dad lived in Des Moines, Iowa. So that's where I've been.
um,
I've been to Davenport as well. Oh, I love Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama. That's where my sister's husband is
yeah.
from. Hmm.
It's so weird because like they always drop where they're from, and I've got my brain can't tell me geographically where are all these states. So I've got no idea.
Yeah. I want someone to drop one that I haven't been to, a state that I've never been to. I've been
Yeah.
been to both of them quite a bit. I'm in Virginia right now, so just FYI to the people that
Mm.
have joined already. So just outside Washington D.C. So Arlington, Virginia, not Arlington, Texas. That would be the other
Oh,
like really popular Arlington that's in America.
uh, awesome. So, thank you so much for dropping, guys, your where you from. Pamela said she's from Alabama. Tammy's from Iowa. I don't know where Alessandra's from. Um, but thank you for being here. I think we can go into the slides, Hans. Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. Go right ahead. I'll let you kick it off, Lucille.
Okay, let's go. She, I'm so excited. It's our very, very first of many to come. Let me know if you can see my screen. And then also, guys, would you mind just hashtagging live or hashtag replay? So That way we would know, did you watch with us live or did you actually watch the replay? So that would be very helpful. Okay. Can you see my screen, Hans?
Yeah, yeah, I can see it. It's
Awesome. Awesome.
beautiful.
Okay.
It's a really nice shirt we got. Both of us, just great shirts.
You know, the worst thing about this presentation, it's our photos.
You'll see more.
Okay, so welcome everybody to our very first live. We are Beyond Brand US, and we are a digital marketing agency who is doing our very first live today. So you are part of history if you are watching with us live. Thank you so much for joining. Um, and today we're just going to, Hans and myself, we are just going to speak a little bit about Beyond Brand, sorry, who we are, what our roles are, our team, what we have done, and what we are planning to do. So thank you so much for joining. Please engage with us in the comments. Ryan Paul is saying hashtag live. Welcome, Ryan. And Crystal is also saying, yes, I can see hashtag live. Awesome. Keep it going. So um, over to you, Hans.
Yeah, so this is actually my first live ever. I've never
Wow.
actually done this before. So the first like 5 minutes, I'm just like, oh, can they talk to us? Can they see us? And Lucille's probably like, guy, what are you doing? Like you're ruining it. She's done it a lot more than me. But yes, I feel that the agenda today is long, Lucille. So if we forget those things, I'm gonna rely on you to stick us to the agenda because you had a number of talking points. I know we have a slide deck that's also going to help us out.
Yeah.
But before we dive into that, I do want to give like a little bit of my background because I think the power in Beyond Brand and then specifically the Beyond Academy is our experience. And that is what really is going to matter because when you guys have questions, Lucille and I and our team are going to rely on our experience and what we've done in the past to give you like really powerful answers that hopefully move the needle for you and save you time, effort. I always like to say that I'm just trying to avoid landmines or I'm trying to avoid huge pits because I have fallen in a lot of pits. They're deep, they're dark, and they're lonely, but I've been able to climb my way out. And every time I climb out, I understand and learn a little bit more about what I did, what I don't want to do ever again. And there's probably going to be a lot of information of like, this is how I effed up, and this is the like response to that. And so that's what we hope to share in the big picture. Uh, One other thing, actually, if I think the next slide, Lucille, if you want to go to it,
Yep. Here we go.
I think there's a delay. Okay. Um, so I'll go just from one angle of this, Lucille, and then you can chime in. So to give a part of my background, I started doing some social media like related marketing back in 2010, and it was great. It was cool. It was interesting. I didn't really connect the dots to see how big it was going to be because I should have just stayed in that and never left it and
Yeah.
just continued to grow that business. But what I ended up doing is I ended up doing like 10, 15 years of marketing related stuff. So at the very top of it, Beyond was founded in November 2024, but it was essentially a couple companies that merged that came together, and it was Lucille and I that came together, and then bringing on the rest of the team members to say like, here's all of our experience, and we're gonna like smash them together, and that's why we do have a totally new brand that we're very excited about, especially the academy side of it because Lucille has done a lot of education, but I'm very excited to really get my feet wet in the education side of things. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that, but I'll kick it back over to you, Lucille, to sort of go through, sort of how we pick the teammates, and then sort of a little bit of the industries, and I can provide a little bit more in the industries and a little bit of your background of the combining these two companies.
Sure. Thank you. So, as Hans have said, we say exist EST 2015 because of our backgrounds, but we formed the company in 2024, or the company materialized for us at least in November 2024. And that was basically just the beginning, which started with procuring the team, recruiting the team, going through the whole interview drive. I had thousands of CVs that I was going through just to find the best web developer for us, the best social media manager for us, and the expert that we currently have in the ads department, so managing ads for us. So that's pretty much what happened in November, just formulating the team, figuring out our synergy. We have an amazing team, and we'll touch on each and every one of them just like in a minute. So since November, that's happened. We have signed contracts with clients on a monthly basis where we are doing their social media marketing, managing advertising, managing the email marketing, etc. So that's kind of what we are doing like full time. And it's really because of the team, like the whole team, which I said I'll go through each and every one of them. So we've just basically been managing client contracts, arrangements, relationships, and we are at the verge of sharing something very exciting with you, which is what is part of the webinar for today. Just like a history in terms of what we have done. Some of the industries we've been working in is the automotive. I myself come out of the automotive industry, but I'll share with you in a bit. Accounting, pharmaceutical industry, and then also property management companies. So those are some of the companies that we have been working with. And if you are in those industries, you're in the right place. If you could please let us know what type of industries you are actually in, where you are from, what it is that you are doing. Again, we can't answer all of them now, but we'll go through the comments and then we'll just like touch base and follow up with you. So just in terms of the idea that Hans and myself had last year and actually bringing it into reality. So.
And I know that this live is going to be probably us talking quite a bit because we really want to introduce ourselves and go through a number of things. But in the future, we really want interaction, right? If we're doing a specific live or a video on like how to use a certain platform, maybe not, that's purely education. But with this, like we want you guys to talk. So if you have a question, even now, if we get diverted for 5 minutes to answer a question, that's amazing. And Lucille's probably going to be like, hands back to the PowerPoint, but it's going to be great because that's the goal of this.
Yeah.
This is why I'm so excited for this. And like 2 hours ago, I was not excited. I was waking up and I'm just like, oh, do I want to do this? But as soon as I get in front of that camera and we see the people and people joining, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that, but back to you, Lucy. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Okay. So at this point, we're just going to like introduce our team, where everybody
No,
is.
no, Lucille. Let's just talk about the outfits. Let's just talk
No.
about some. If anybody has any comments just on the outfits, like I love my shirt, but honestly, I think we all can agree I can do better. But if you want to do a self review of you, Lucille, we can move right on to Sanel. Like Sanel is so serious.
She's so
I
serious.
Sanel, she looks so serious, but she's not that serious. She is serious, but she's not that serious. Like she is really beginning on like interviewing, or maybe she's bad cop. Lucille's good cop, Chanel's bad cop in this scenario. But sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead,
you,
Lucille.
they should be scared of Sunel. Is that what you're saying?
Possibly, she's coming in strong. Okay,
Mm,
she's gonna get you to admit some stuff.
good. So, Hans, please introduce yourself further and let us know where
Oh,
you are from, your
yeah,
experience.
of course. Oh, hi everybody. Yeah. So I'm Hans. My name is actually Christian Peterson. So it's of Danish descent. So it sort of gives you a little bit of background. But I do live in Arlington, Virginia, so just outside Washington D.C. To give a little bit of background, to give like the full context. So over the last like 20 years, I've built a lot of businesses. I've done a lot of things. So some of the businesses were in real estate, investing in tech. marketing business in the past, investing in different things. Overall, I've probably really built about 6 companies from the ground up. I've consulted with like probably 60 to plus 100. It sort of depends on how you look at that. If I'm just answering questions or if I'm actually getting in, but all about working hard. And I think why some of that is so important is because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to do have a full service marketing agency to help small business owners, especially in the niches that we talked about. And I've actually, provided consulting or marketing services, or actually been a business owner in the pharmacy world, medical world, real estate, automotive, all the different things that we are, focusing on. So that's a little bit of my background. I'd love to answer more questions or anything like that. So always feel free to reach out. But Lucille, let's hear your write up. And also, did ChatGPT write this for you, or did you write it, Lucille?
Oh,
I need the answer.
no, I can introduce myself without ChatGPT. Wink.
Okay. Well, I can't. I can't. ChatGPT totally did all the things that I just said.
Okay, thank you. So I'll start with 2012 in terms of my history, because if I go any further back, I'm going to expose my age. So let's not do that. I um I started in the motor industry. I basically sold cars for companies like Avis and Barloworld. So 2020, that's pretty much where I started, like a sales background, selling cars, selling finance agreements. And while I was in the motor industry, I had an interest in finance, and I was appointed as a finance business manager in the dealership. So I was now, instead of selling the cars, I was doing the finance for customers who were buying vehicles through the banks. And at that point, I decided to do my qualification in accounting. So I did my undergrad, my postgrad, and I went as far as CIMA, which is the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, which is based in the UK. So I went all the way with my accounting education. I've also had my own accounting practice, where I service clients predominantly in South Africa, but I've worked remotely in 3 different continents, so covering the US, the UK, and in South Africa as a tax practitioner, professional, and just a person to keep the financial side of small businesses like intact. So I did that for 12 years. And then ChatGPT, OpenAI hit us 30th of November 2022. um, and all things AI, software, um, image generation, the world just changed, like, in ways we are still trying to catch up on. So I've sort of pivoted into a more creative space, but I do use my financial, strategic, and accounting skills that I've learned over the years to try and now help businesses in the creative space, or really just in any industry, with their digital marketing, with their social media, their strategies, their brands, etc. And this is why Beyond Brand is so important for me, because it's a place where, although it's not finance, I'm still in a capacity where I and we will be supporting small to medium business owners with all things AI, all things digital marketing. And the best part is, which is to come, next slide, is just to empower you to do your own rather than lean on us as a go-to for everything. We will empower you and help you with all the technology that's around us. So maybe a bit long, Hans, but that's me in a nutshell.
Well, we all know now when the autobiography comes out that we don't need any to read that. We already have all the
Oh.
information. Only thing we're gonna find out is your actual age. That's the only
Mm.
thing that we'll find out. Other than that.
Thanks for listening. Okay, so the rest of the team is not with us online, but we're happy to introduce them to you on their behalf. So we've already mentioned Sunal. She is our social media manager. Sunal has got a lot of international experience working with different types of clients in the pharmacy industry, the beauty industry. And by the time we met her, she's already done so much. So she brings a lot to the company, and we lean on her for her magical skills in social media and just her ability to capture audiences and capture attention and just make our clients look amazing in the digital space. So that is Sunel. She's not as serious as Hans is making her out to be. She's she's very kind and very pleasant to work with. Okay, over to you, Hans.
Well, the first thing, of course, is the outfits. So, of course, we all know who's best dressed, Jimmy. It's not that I hate you, Jimmy, but I'm just not happy about how nice you look in this picture.
He does.
So, congratulations, Jimmy, for being the best dressed. Wilson, I like it. I like his outfit as well, and Faith is also beautiful. I just think that I just need to put in some work, and yeah, that's all I got to say about the team. I'll take it back over to you, Lucille, and you can give the an overview.
This is not what we practice.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Back on script. Back on script.
Okay. Okay. Jimmy is our website developer. He does amazing websites. He always wows us. Amazing to work with him. And he creates all our websites and make them look pretty. Wilson is our SEO king and ads campaign manager. So he handles all our clients' advertising campaigns, Google ads, Meta ads. So if you need to know anything about ads, don't speak to me, speak to Wilson. And beautiful Faith joined us not so long ago. So she's our latest team member, and she's like a general support to all of us. I have personally worked with Faith in a different capacity since November 2024, and she's just so amazing, beautiful spirit, beautiful heart, and she's part of Beyond Brand now.
I think the coolest thing is when we get on calls, I always have to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I gotta say it because we're just literally all around the world. So I just think that's just like a cool like realization that I don't know when I was younger, like maybe it was in my 30s, I realized that we were actually like really connected globally. But I think that that's a really powerful, cool thing that we're able to do, have all these different people from all these different countries come together and work on the same thing,
Yeah.
the same product. So I just wanted to point that out. And we love that, you guys are sharing where you're from in the chat. And we really hope that we have people, all over the world because it's just super cool, different perspectives, different ideas. And I think that also is a part of the power of our team
Yeah,
is all these different backgrounds.
absolutely. I agree. Okay, it's your turn, Hans.
I keep forgetting the script. That is what I keep doing. I'm so sorry. So I think, here just some of our current clients and things like that, and both Lucio and I have a lot of clients in the background, like in our portfolio. But I think that the big thing with our company, and we'll really talk about the academy, is, you know, we can like with the academy with education based upon your background things like that, we're going to be able to help you like tremendously with our company Beyond Brand. I don't want this to be a pitch in that way at all, but what we were doing is we're bringing companies in, we're servicing them. You don't have to hire like an entire human to like do the work. We can go in and do that kind of stuff for you. So it's helping out with some of the cost savings. Plus I think larger agencies like with small businesses, it's just they they don't work because they are looking to do too much. And sometimes that's not what, smaller companies need. And part of the like Beyond Academy side is like how do you use chat GPT to solve some of your content creation, or what else can you do inside of your company to automate and things like that. And there's so many different automations that we have now based upon AI that is really going to make your life so much more efficient. And I said this to Lucille over the last couple of days is that she has a strong background in the accounting field and she's transitioning, out of that world. But, we always get pulled back into things like that. But
Yeah.
over the weekend, I used ChatGPT to solve a ton of tax and accounting problems slash questions that I had. And I think embracing automation, embracing AI is what we're really going to be pushing because I would say it's a magic wand.
Mm,
It's like the internet, not 2.0, it's like the internet 7.0.
mm,
And I know everyone's saying this, like it's not like I'm saying something unique here.
yeah.
It is just unbelievable the power. And I think the academy is really what we're going to try to provide is how to use that power, how to concentrate that power, how to manipulate that power where you're going to benefit like tremendously.
Mm,
So, and two, why we also want to do this is because we believe in giving back, right?
mm,
It makes Lucille and I both love like helping people and helping clients and answering questions. I can't even imagine how many phone calls I've taken where people are just like, hey, they'll just call and ask me a simple question or even a complex question. It's like a half an hour to an hour response. And I just always get off the phone call and I just kind of feel good and
mm.
I like it. So I think that that's something else that we have. And so these lives, I'm gonna just start doing lives by myself. Lucille's not even gonna be, and I'm like, hey, anybody have questions for me? Like I just want to hang out with someone. Just please ask me a question and so I can answer. Um, but otherwise, I don't know if I'm sure I missed a couple things because I went off script again, Lucille. But if you want to add anything before we go to the next slide, of course, do it because you're the actual real boss here. I keep getting off script.
Totally, total agreement. I think the academy, just like of what you said, is the only logical next thing to do because I mentioned earlier, like November 2022, when ChatGPT came along, the whole world changed. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that still need to catch up with that timeline, right? And that event. So before then, scarcity sold. So if anything that was scarce, if you could just brand it and put it in a presentation to be sold, you could sell it. We're not in that environment anymore because the information, as you say, is so available out there that we can't sell you scarcity because you can get this information anyway. So the academy, which we'll touch on in a bit, is just the most logical next step. We combined our experiences, Hans, myself, as well as the rest of the team, and we are just putting together something that will thrive in the environment that we are in now, which is the overflow of information. And we'll explain to you how we plan to do just that. So exciting times ahead.
I'm actually excited for her to explain it too, because I'm not sure. Next slide. Yep, next slide.
What's to come?
Focus.
Okay.
Yep.
What's coming? So we told you where we are from, when we started, our team, and what we have done and our capabilities. And we have a something very special uh, cooking or bubbling under or in the process of being engineered for you. And you will hear us talk a lot about DIY marketing 2025, let's call it. There's a massive shift that has happened apart from that 2022 timeline that I've just mentioned. There's just been a lot of the way we did, and we were speaking about this the other day, Hans, when you were saying, do you remember back in the day when we used to build a website? Like what were all the things that we had to do to get the website done and who you had to call and the skill that you had to lean on versus now to like create a website. It's a totally different playing ground.
Mm.
So so we have to adapt ourselves as a digital marketing agency, and we are positioning ourselves as do it yourself um, marketing. And by that, we are planning to launch our academy, BBA or Beyond Brand Academy, which is going to be a place where you can hang out, where you can ask questions. You can see Hans is like desperate for your questions. You can ask your questions. You can ask about
Very
websites,
desperate.
about
So lonely.
websites. What's the best? um, uh, internet, like website service provider, all your questions, you can bring it to our community, and we have like a team ready, available at your disposal in the Facebook group, in our planned community. So a lot about do it yourself marketing, free and paid spaces. The Facebook community will always be free. Okay. Um, so it'll always be free, and you can connect with other people. I mean, it's not just us. There will be others like yourselves, who are
Yeah.
self-starters or new in business, like brand new, haven't started a business, don't know where to start, budget, etc. So you will be in a pack of people who are just like you, seeking help. So
We, we we
yeah,
really sorry to interrupt, Lucille. The only thing I will say is that like I love AI and yes, it solves a lot of problems, but nothing, I hope. I mean, I did watch the movie Her, and so that his AI girlfriend became a lot, but I hope this doesn't isn't the path we go down, is that the power will be in the community, right? It'll be like humans talking to other humans, interacting, asking questions, getting answers. Yes, you can go on ChatGPT and say, "Oh, I have a garage and I need to drum up more business for customers," and then ChatGPT or whatever AI will give you, whatever model will give you an answer. But I think what's going to be different is when someone's actually done it, it has worked or it hasn't, and they pivoted and they did this and that, because humans, like, we have to like move, like we can't, it's not just this one straight line. And I think sometimes AI gives you this one straight line, and that's the power of the community. So it's not my brain, it's not Lucille's brain, it's the community's brain. And
yeah.
that's going to be awesome. Plus it could be community motivation, it could be a community accountability, it's all the things that a community actually brings. So I think that's why we're also really excited about that, because we believe we're going to create a really cool community and a cool like Beyond Academy. But I lean a lot into the community because I think that
Mm.
it's going to be super cool and fun. And I'm going to learn stuff all the time. Plus, I'm going to meet these people from all different places.
Yes.
And hopefully they're like, hey, I'm from this state and I haven't been there and I can learn a little bit more about it, or a country, a lot of countries I haven't been to. So I want to say that. Sorry to interrupt, Lucio.
Um, yeah, I love the community part of all of this. And from like prior experience, it's just like it's amazing. I love it. It's powerful. It's powerful. And you don't, like you say, it's you. Anyone can go into ChatGPT. Anyone can go to Abacus, DeepSeek. We all know these systems, but what do you do with all that information? And that's where we kind of position ourselves and come in. Um, and then just like templates and tutorials, Q&As, where we have live sessions where you can like just hop on, ask a question, maybe something that you're struggling with or something that you're not familiar with. That's what we are about. Okay. So just on the academy alone, like what is it, Lucille, Hans? What is it that you guys are trying to sell us? um, uh, just like in a nutshell, it's a place to learn. So we are busy building it. It's not done. Our team is working behind the scenes to put this thing together for all members. It's a place to learn first and foremost, because as we've mentioned, we're shifting from a let's let me get someone to do it for me at like thousands of dollars a month to, hey, we've got AI. Why should I get someone to do all of this for me if I can do it in like quicker, faster, and at like cheaper? So it's a place to learn. Come and learn how we do these things. Come and learn, understand what it is that Hans has done over his career, and the things that he has achieved, and like the strategies he have like implemented for clients. Come and learn from me. How do I get 500 new email subscribers like on over a weekend into my CRM? So it's a place to learn. We will share everything and all that we possibly can, so that you again are empowered to do it on your own. So first and foremost, it's to learn. Pick up on watch, Hans.
What was that?
Weekly YouTube content. It's your turn now.
Oh, oh man. I swear to God, Lucille, we're gonna practice
You
at
are the
least
one.
twice next time. at least two times next
I
time.
believe
It's going to
so.
be great. So, the YouTube content, there's just a lot of stuff in my head. There's a lot of things in Lucille's head. There's a lot of experience through our team. And what I don't want to ever do again is I don't ever want to do a Facebook live like this. But we have to do this first one, and then we're going to do really cool, interesting things where you're always learning and getting value. And I think that that's what the YouTube content's going to be really focused on. It's going to be, a variety of past experiences, which I think is huge because that's just always a place to learn. I think how I messed up, how we messed up, what I have learned, what we have learned, I think is really, really important. And then something else that I thought of today based upon a conversation I just had with a supplier for a service that I needed is like what I'm experiencing that is not great. I think would also be really, really cool, right? Because sometimes I'm a provider of services. And then other times I'm just a consumer, just like all of us. We're all like consumers. And so I think that that's actually like a very interesting like way. So there's always ideas in our minds about what we want to produce for YouTube content. It's going to
Mhm.
be ever evolving, but every video is going to be focused on value. We want to give value to the individuals.
Mhm.
So did I answer the question, Lucille?
Thank you. Well done.
Yes. High five.
Um, so learning, watching our YouTube content, applying our plug and play business tools. So in the academy will be lots of tools that you can download, that you can copy, you can change it in Canva, you can add your logo. It's like just plug and play. So cut out all the waiting time, cut out all the being in a queue. That's really the power of the academy. So you will log on eventually, log in, go to social media templates or system of operations, or you need stock images for your website. That's kind of the idea behind the academy. And that is why we are desperate for you to ask us questions and tell us where you're from so that we can curate our content specific to what you are looking for. It's pointless us um, create content and products and tools, and it's not serving your needs. So please don't feel
And
like
YouTube videos. I forgot to say that. Yeah, yeah. When you have a question or a problem, we will make a YouTube video potentially based upon that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's in the development world, like when you're developing like a SaaS product and you are, you have your roadmap. If that roadmap is not full of your consumers' problems, suggestions, and needs,
yeah,
you're most likely developing in a very poor way. So we're going to do the same thing. Like yeah, we have an idea, we have a structure of what we want to do, but when we really are thinking about like where's this exactly going to go and what niche, like our 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 community is going to tell us
yeah,
what the answer is to a lot of these questions. So
yeah,
very excited for that.
totally. So we'll have some tools up for you in the vault, AI prompts, templates, planners. Again, everything is geared to saving you time and saving you money, educating you, and just curating content specific to your needs. So, and I think, Hans, you always speak about this, the accountability part in the community.
Mm.
Just like
Yeah.
how, mm,
So accountability in general, I think is something that we need like as a human. And
mm,
I think that if we start to reflect on like ourselves and how we actually think about accountability as we become adults, in my opinion, is very hard because growing up, you have a parent. Your parent makes you accountable. Your teacher makes you accountable because you got to study for a test and stuff like that. And then, of course, you have like a bunch of other people, like whether you're a coach, if you play sports, or even your siblings, they might make you accountable, right? If you act up too much or you
yeah,
go in their room, they're going to like, correct you for whatever reason, whatever that means, yell at you, kick you out, hit you on the head, whatever it is. And I think as we become adults, from my experience, you become very much self accountable. And I
Mm.
think that's just hard, right?
Mm.
You have very little framework. You have a boss. Most people have bosses. And of course you have the law, like, or you have
Yeah.
the IRS, you can't avoid death and taxes. But what I think is hard is like that same accountability to really keep you in a framework and to push you forward.
Mm.
And there's some things that I'll probably share later about a group that my good friend and I started called Accountability Bros. So I'm very much believe in accountability is that
Mm.
this community needs to help each other be accountable. And
Yeah.
you need to help us be accountable to you. And I think that that's really a really big thing because I think sometimes why I create more businesses or why I create responsibilities because I like the accountability. I like other people relying on me.
Yeah.
I like helping others. And I think that that's sort of what I've created, maybe based upon the structure I liked as a child, maybe, and I've sort of implemented as an adult.
Yeah.
But accountability, it really helps us reach our goals. It helps us reach milestones in life,
Mm.
all these different things. And I don't know. I think that that's going to be one of the coolest parts. I know I said it earlier and we're
Yeah.
re-emphasizing it now, is I'm just really excited for the community aspect and
Mm.
and people helping people.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So what
That's Lucille. Tell us what you need. Reach out, ask questions. How can
it
we
looks
be of service to you? That was a great
I,
impression.
I can't get away with that because I was gonna say it's Sunel, but she's got black hair. It's dark hair. So it's not a
I can't even see her hair. It actually blends right into the background. I think she has no hair.
all shaved off. Okay, so what's the next steps? It's really, we need you to tell us what it is that you need. You obviously in the group, we almost at 100 after like a week or so. Um, you are in the group. If you didn't like what we were presenting, you wouldn't have been here. So you must have questions for us.
Mm.
So, so just tell us what you need. Like reach out, message, DM us, post in the group, in the discussion section, ask questions, tell us where you're from, tell us what you're struggling with, tell us your frustrations in your business. Just drop it. You will get someone to answer you. We've got a team of skilled people, so I won't be doing all the answering and whatever, and Hans definitely won't be doing all of that, but we've got a team. So just let us know where you're at in your business. You're struggling with leads. You don't know how to build a website. What is the best way to create a digital freebie, a lead magnet, anything? Please feel free to reach out and ask.
Yeah. And then if you look at the subscribe button on the phone, it's some like warrior's not going to come and shoot you once you subscribe. We're just saying it unlocks your next level, right? So this is going to like your power up. So you were a human, but now you're going to be like an
Terminator.
AI Terminator robot thing. I mean, I don't know. The Terminator, that's more realistic every day. That's gonna happen. Just be nice to your AI. It doesn't matter what Sam Alton said, like say thank you and please, because if they come after us, you want to be the one that was nice to the AI agent.
So what Hans was saying or asking is please
Oh,
subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's actually what he
yes.
means.
Exactly.
We've got a YouTube channel. We will be pushing out videos there. Not a lot going on there at the moment, but please subscribe. You'll be notified of new content that's going up, how to use ChatGPT, how to create the digital product, how to create a budget for your business, growth strategies, whatever. We will soon be adding all our content on YouTube. So if you can do that for us, please stay tuned for the membership. So we are, like I mentioned earlier, we are busy developing it, but we will be dropping some information about the membership, give you some insight. Just look out for that. And then the DIY marketplace tools, prompts launching soon. All of that's going to be communicated in the group as well as our Facebook page. And then just like I said, email info@beyondbrand.us, ask questions, let us know how we can help. And like, don't feel like you are distant from us. It's you and us. No, we've all got businesses. Hans has got his own businesses. I've got my own businesses. We're all like in it together. So
But I'm never too busy for you. Unless I'm too busy, and then I am.
yeah. So that's the next steps. I don't know if there's anything else here. Hans, you want to add?
No, unlock your next level. No, I think it's all about people helping people.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep. And that's it. The end. Come bold with us. Join the movement. Join the hashtag DIY Digital Marketing 2025 movement. We are all about doing it for yourselves. Don't wait. Don't expense too much. Come and learn with us. Figure it out with us. Join our Facebook group. You're already here. Thank you so much. And just message us if there's anything you need help with, direction in your business, your strategy. If you need us to look at something for you, that's who we are. This is us.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. And the next one I'm really excited about because it's going to be, education. It's going to be, moving the needle, getting value. This was a half infomercial, half presentation, half get to know us. So, these aren't always the most exciting. The ones that are really exciting is, learning. And I will tell you guys, this is one of my last thoughts is that I've actually never used Canva. Like as much of all the things that I've done, I've never actually like sat down and like used Canva from beginning to end. I think I like generated something the other day and maybe I did something else like very small, but I've never actually used Canva. So there's even things that I'm going to be learning
Mm.
as well in this new age. I've heard
Yep.
a lot about Canva, but Lucille uses Canva. That's where this
Yep.
was created. But I did not create
No.
this in Canva. I had nothing to do with it. And I think the agenda that she sent me, I didn't even read. So I clearly, I don't even know how much I participated in this call at all. But that's what I wanted to share. So we all are learning, we're all growing, and it's just an exciting time in what we live in today.
Yeah. Just a correction. All of this, all the slides, this is all credit to Sunel. So she put this thing together for us. She's amazing. Her work speaks for herself for itself.
Go back
Um,
to her picture. Yeah, go back to her picture real quick. Just make sure you guys know who is right there. Hold on. Yeah, that's Sanel. What's up, Sanel? Why so serious? No, sorry, I just had that's the only reason I wanted to go back. I just wanted to say
yeah.
that.
So she's amazing. She just makes us look pretty out there. Yeah, she put
Yeah.
this thing together for us. Okay. So that's us. This is us. I hope you enjoyed the webinar, the live, the introduction. After this, it's pretty much us doing our own videos, our own content, like our areas of strength. We'll just start doing videos that we think would help the community. And yeah, catch us on YouTube. And again, just reach out. This is
Yeah.
us. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.
Cheers. Okay. Cheers.